Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us with the SuperSonic. This is the SC-1082. This is an AM/FM shortwave portable radio with MP3 player. This retails on Amazon for $27.59. I'll have links below if you want to check this radio out. It's a really interesting radio. I got mine for free. Yes, free is a good price. This was donated to me by Peter N. Thank you, sir. Great guy, good supporter of the channel. Wanted me to check this out and give my opinion on it. So I think I had seen it. It looked a little old school, like the old SD card slot. Just all about it. I didn't know if it would be any good or not, so I haven't bought it, but here it is. Check out the box. Torchlight micro SD slot, even though it's a normal SD slot. USB input. It says 8 to 10 hours for flashlight, 2 hours for radio. I think the 2 hours for radio is when you're using the MP3 player. So the radio, you should be able to run a little longer than that. Yeah, it's a pretty basic box. We got some bullet points there. Want to read those? You can screenshot, save, in case I missed something. It has an AC cord, but the AC cord, they say in the manual, is only for charging the internal battery, which is interesting. I think that's it. Okay, so I'm going to put this box away and give you the star of the show. The SC-1082. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just zoom this on down. Close and personal. Okay, so in the box you get the radio, of course. You get the AC power cord, which is nice. It was in the battery bay. It has a big battery compartment that holds 3 D cells as an option. It's nice to see if the internal battery ever went out. Then we have our instruction manual, which might be important. So I'm going to go over this for posterity. So we'll just kind of slowly go down here. And then we'll open it up and show you more. Okay, current, power. Okay, open this up. It opens up backwards, so bear with me. Okay, so that's this one I just showed you, I think. We'll go over this again. There we go. And then function operation. There you go, FM, band. Note, playback. Okay. Yeah, it was just interesting how it mentioned in here about the AC being the only to charge the battery, then disconnect it after 2 hours. So I thought it would just run all the time on the AC cord. But I did notice the back getting kind of warm. So there you go. See right there, it says plug in the AC power cord on the back side of the radio. Leave radio plugged in for 2 hours for full charge. Remove the cord and begin to use your radio as a portable. I think it means to unplug it because it did get rather warm. So here's some specifications. Awesome. Gives quite a bit here. I'm going to see if I can get the whole thing into frame. There you are. Anything interesting there? Looking at battery capacity. It's a 6-volt battery. I took this radio apart to see what that was about. And it looks like a little mini lead-acid battery you'd find in like a uninterruptible power supply, you know, those ones they use for computers. Yeah, sealed battery. Pretty interesting. So there you go. All right, cool. So we're done with that. Let's get to the radio. Best part of the show. So here it is, SuperSonic. I'll be honest with you, it's a kind of cool design. I do like that. It's got kind of a semi-matte plastics. Kind of has a cheesy lantern end on it. But I do like how they did the metal grill here. The dial looks nice and clear. Easy to read. It's not accurate though. Spoiler alert. You got a button for the light right here in the handle. Very cool. So yeah, and you got the thumb drive and just all kinds of neat stuff. So yeah, let's go over dimensions real quick and then we'll go over those features. So dimensions is 8 1/4 inches in length. It's the longest point. Height with the handle here is 5 3/4 inches, and thickness or depth is 3 1/4 inches from front to back. So it's a rather thick radio. So it makes it rather stable when you're sitting it down on the table. It's not going to go anywhere. So that's a thing of beauty. Let's see. Yeah, so size comparison. I always have things handy, right? CC Pocket in the house. 11:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. For any band scans we do. Hopefully we can get into tuning the band a little bit. Okay, we have CC Skywave. I might use it, I might not. It just depends how into the band scan I am if I want to try to locate frequencies. Yeah, let's go by ear. Here we can hear. And of course, we have, in case you don't have those two radios, we have this guy. A deck of cards, standard playing size. Iron Man, you can guess it. He loves going supersonic everywhere, man. Love it. Yeah, I could keep going, and I kind of just got introduced Green Hornet, even though it's a different universe. It was pretty funny, but there we go. All right, so yeah, deck of cards. Again, idea for size. It's a rather good size radio. I like it. I love the big handle here. Another neat thing about this radio is the AM antenna is up in the handle. It's about 3 1/4 inches, if you're wondering. I'll just give you a little tidbit of information. Some people like to know where the medium wave antenna is, so they know where to put the loop. Usually it's right about here, but there's stuff here in the way, or it's at the bottom to get away from that stuff. They put it in the handle. Nice. So, features. Left-hand side, we got the 6 LED light source, and it is super not bright. It's pretty weak. You know, it's funny. My little ace beam here, I think can outshine it. Yeah. Isn't that funny? A little AA power, dude. That's funny. I had to show that, though. You know. But it's a nice feeling switch there. You got a project. You can use that switch in something else. Nice. It looks like it might have had another type of handle because it has these 2 little notches there. I don't know what they were used for, but another maybe like carry strap or something. That's what I'm guessing. But there you go, light source. Going to the front of the radio, we're greeted with some fun stuff here. We have our thumb drive connection for playing MP3 files. Of course, an activity light when we're playing the files. Play pause, just as it shows. We have a repeat function, even though there's no indication of it's repeat or not, unless you wait for the track to end. Then you know the repeat's active. I think when you start it and you hit repeat, it'll repeat the same song. Hit it again, turns it off. That's about it. Here we have track forward, track back, fast forward, rewind. This is old school. It does not remember the position in the track, but it does remember what track you were on. Yeah, so this is good for listening to small music files. SD card slot and MMC was that multimedia card. Old school. I had to find an adapter. We're going to be using this. So I had to find an adapter somewhere in the house. It's pretty hilarious. 3-inch speaker behind a metal speaker grill. This speaker is rather tinny and high-pitched sounding. I tend to run the radio low to make it sound good. In shortwave, that's pretty decent. FM, AM, it's kind of shrill. So something to think about if you're buying this radio is you're going to probably run the volume kind of low. Rolled receiver, MP3 player, new design, high quality. Awesome. SuperSonic, okay, FM, AM, shortwave, and they got broken into 7 segments. 9 band, they're calling it multifunction. As you can see on the scale, everything's running backwards, I think. Yeah. FM 108 to, it's in the way there. 88, they're saying. Shortwave 1. It's got some good coverage. If you look, I'm going to bring this in front of the camera so you can see it better. There's shortwave 1, 4.75 to 5.05. That's not bad. I'm looking for any kind of major breaks there. There might be one. Yeah, not too bad, though. Not too bad. Yeah, I see a break there between shortwave 5 and 6. Like to see some around 13 megahertz. A few stations in there. There's definitely a little bit of break there. So, but anyway, get it. And then the bottom AM band. This is 530 to 1600. This radio tunes up to 1710. Beautiful. Band select switch here. Goes all the way across. Select all 7 of your shortwave and your AM and FM band. Down here turns the radio on into USB SD mode or radio. Cool. MP3 music. Rock on. Over here, operation battery. This means you're running off the battery or the radio is being used. Tuning wheel. We have an auxiliary in that works really good. I'll try to demo that if I have time. Volume. Headphone jack experience. Heavy hiss at all volumes. It's kind of annoying, so I don't recommend using headphones at all. It's not a great experience whatsoever. It's just too much hiss on the headphones. All right, so going to the back here, we have our antenna, which is stowed away. I like that. And the antenna extends out to 21.5 inches, giving you a rather decent shortwave reception. I noticed that was nice. Here is the transformer. You can see where the AC cord plugs in. And then right behind here is that lead acid battery, a little 6-volt battery. It's kind of cool. I was like, what is in this thing? You know, I thought it was a lithium battery possibly, because I opened it up and I turned it on without anything in the battery compartment. and I hooked up, so I knew it had a battery. And then I looked in the instructions, of course. But I measured the voltages down here, and I got 6.4 volts or something like that. And I was like, what's going on? I put the AC, then I got like 7.8 volts, like I was charging it. So it was really odd. And then I opened it up and I found out that it had this little mini lead acid battery. It doesn't look like it's lithium. It says 6 volts. TL-6 is how it's marked. So, but there you go. That's how the inside looks. 3D cell batteries. All right, cool. So I think we're done showing you features of the radio. Don't think we really missed a whole lot there. All right, let's go ahead and talk about FM reception and turn this baby on. Do the audio demo with the SD card adapter. All right, so FM reception report. You know, it's a DSP radio, digital signal processor. You'll hear it doing steps as I tune it. It's not an analog, even though it has an analog dial. It steps, and just remember the dial accuracy on FM and AM is not good. Shortwave, it's okay. It's fairly close on shortwave, not exact, but FM and AM it's way off. I just want to give you. You'll probably see that as I tune it. FM reception report. Sensitivity was okay to good. I only found about 49 stations. That's not it's not great at all, really. I was surprised. I was expecting 60 or 65 stations, but it just wasn't great. Selectivity wasn't fantastic. I give it an okay to good. So 2.5 star rating. It's fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. And radios that tend to go higher than this are usually like, you know, your digital radios, Sangen radios. They always tend to be better. I'm surprised this one didn't score a little higher because it's a DSP. The old school analogs always score okay to good around 48 stations, but I didn't expect this to be the same. But it sounds good. FM, just keep that volume low or you hurt your ears. And that's the same with this demo with the MP3 player. Let's go ahead and plug in our SD card. Now I'm using a 16 gig. It's say FAT32, so let's make sure it's formatted to FAT32. I would say stay under 32 gigabytes. I'd say 16 would be a sweet spot. Plug it in. You can see it sticks out of the radio. Gotta love it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn this on middle mode.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
And then I think I got some old-time radio.
You know, they say there's an explanation for everything. But I don't think that goes where Irma Peterson is concerned. Why do I say that? Well, a few minutes ago, I told Irma that in the Arctic Circle, the nights are 6 months long. And Irma said, "Gee, when a girl goes to a dance, her mother must say, 'Be a good girl and try to get home before July.'" Normally those things jolt me, but tonight I'm too busy addressing a stack of envelopes for Richard to...
So there you go. Cool. It sounds decent on old-time radio shows and classical music. Definitely awesome. So go ahead and just pause that. We'll go to radio now. I'm going to turn this down. We're going to go to, let's see, FM. Let's do an FM scan real quick, and then we'll do some shortwave. Yeah, because that's where it's at. I'm going to hook up a wire. It's a 12-foot wire from PL380 of Texan Radio, strung to the blinds. I'm in a subfloor basement, and it's only to the inside. It's not to the outside, if you're wondering. It's a simple wire. You can get better, but it does enough to get me some reception. So we're on FM, at the bottom of the band. We'll turn it up. Switch to radio. Take this out so I don't break it. If I can get it out. Wow. It got stuck in there. All right. Let's go ahead and tune. You can hear it stepping.
America's like, I could talk about it all day.
But standing here now, I'm thinking, God, it's been...
At a heart that we're not going to worry about them because more stands with us. Heaven stands with us than is with any the enemy has. Only a third of the angels with Satan.
That sounded cool. You're getting better than this.
Scientists and storing MD have extensive training in diagnosing and treating conditions related to your nose.
While she was asleep, and Daria was confident.
That was 98.7. You can see we're between 95 and 98. They'd be over there.
Thanks for listening. Feed 100.7, Milwaukee's only hip-hop and R&B.
Okay.
But no apology. Okay, so what's up?
I had a couple.
And listen for a while. I need a girl like you.
Cool. And video game sounds. Alright. So that's it. Yeah, that's why the FM wasn't spectacular. It's decent on strong stations, and I live in kind of a suburban rural area, so I'm picking up stations about 40 to 50 miles away, typically with my receivers. So it's a little challenge out here. But yeah, this radio is not spectacular on FM. Whoops, we're going to do a shortwave. Forgot, we're going to leave this wire on. Shortwave is pretty decent. During the day, I got the average amount, about 12 stations. Typically what I expect on most of my shortwave radios, even my digital ones. So let's go to shortwave 1. We'll go to the bottom of that. Here we can hear anybody talking. I'm sure we'll be able to hear some preacher going on. Or 2 or 3 or 100. Okay, you know how it is on shortwave nowadays. So shortwave segment 1, top line, or second line.
It was the first time I'd seen the great production work that you do and learned all about it. We did an interview. And so one thing that always gets me hopeful is watching the progress of independent media, alternative media, Christian media, and so...
Okay, maybe accuracy isn't spectacular. It probably just looks better because there's not as much frequency in between there. This is 5 megahertz, of course. WWV, Fort Collins, Colorado. Chicago distance, I think it's about 850 miles. I think this is Cuba. Let's go to this band 2. Work our way backwards. Yeah, I love how it's reversed. It's Cuba again. Probably 6 megahertz. Or close.
La labor de media hora que un
I think this is 6 megahertz.
prometer lo que quisiéramos hacer.
When you think about it for a minute, we that are destined to be His stewards.
I know what about you people ain't calling like you used to, because you know I will not be spoken.
They want me.
Okay, one more band, then we'll go to the AM. A little quicker here. This will be the 40-meter ham band coming up.
Radio Martí, por los 1180 AM, por nuestras frecuencias de onda corta, y a través de Martí Noticias.
I think everybody in the U.S. can hear that station.
Estás escuchando Cuba al día.
Against the enemy and taking authority over those words that you are speaking. It's very, very important. And
And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts.
Okay, cool. I think we're done with the shortwave, but that gives you an idea. Finding quite a bit this evening, so that's good. Yeah, rocking on it did found more stations on shortwave than it did FM. That's funny, isn't it? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pop that off there because like I said, the AM band, the medium wave, the antenna is up in the handle here. It's kind of cool. All right, so let's see what we can hear on the AM band. We'll start at the bottom. We're not going to go very far because I only have a few minutes left. But like I say, the daytime AM, it was great for locals and semi-locals. That's about it. Good for like, yeah, your sports stations and stuff. Talk radio.
All over Chicagoland, make the dream of private school a reality.
Here's 560 WIND, Chicago.
For you and your child too. Just go to halfpriceschools.com, search for a private Christian school near you, and purchase a voucher. It's that easy.
The doctors, they really put me at ease.
I'm just flying blind here because this dial is not accurate down here. We do have a log scale though. I forgot to mention that.
Dad of the year, I am not. I'm just there for breakfast. I'll put it together. I'll get the apples, or the fruit, or whatever it is. I'll get his
The score, WSCR Chicago, coming in great.
pancakes. That's not happening.
Oh, I can dig it. Well, at least you get a little fruit in it, so you don't need syrup.
There we go. That's 650 WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles.
No, that's too much. Nah, man. I'm sorry. I don't know. I thought maybe you whip up the batter, you get a little fruit.
100% made in the USA with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet. I think this is WLW 700, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Go to mypillow.com/truck to receive the buy one get
better.
one free offer. Enter promo code truck or call 800.
Itself have played an integral part in Chicago's history, from lining up skyscrapers and airports.
720 WGN Chicago.
12,000 plus members of the IBW Local 134 possess the skills to tackle any project. IBW Local 134.
I notice I like listening to this radio on the AM band and shortwave more than I do with the FM.
Conditions. Visit local134.org to learn more about IBW Local 134.
When the temperature's so loose like that in Gracie Fields, in the woodshed, she said she would. I'm playing a lot of music called body songs tonight. I hope you like them, and there are more of them coming right up.
Tony Orlando, live in concert.
So CFZM 740, Toronto, Ontario. I think that was Stardust program. 460 miles to the northeast.
And millions of fans. For more information, TonyOrlando.com.
For the White House on Wednesday during a live event on Twitter with
Your 780 WBBM Chicago.
Robert Costa reports from Miami. It's not clear, however, whether Musk will explicitly...
I'll just go up the band real quick. I'm not going to move the radio.
Reached over and started
We didn't prepare for rising interest rates because we took the Federal Reserve.
On a un message fort, puis on y sent vraiment l'énergie de l'artiste que je...
860 CJBC, Toronto.
Une pièce avec laquelle j'aime bien me présenter.
On écoute donc Joseph Saranet.
Hero. He has a fantastic... Just a week. So it's just fragile, during these times.
1000 WMVP Chicago.
I thought the guys were they were connected. The fourth quarter hadn't been kind to Jason coming into.
Twitter, I guess.
So a lot to discover on a medium wave band.
Whether you love it or not, the can meet helps friends.
Call 800-825-5033.
On this they said to him, "Look, your disciples do what is not lawful to do on the Sabbath." He said to them, "Have you not read what David..."
Golf us sometimes. I'm just so happy to get away from it. That you can take them to the next level.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the top of the band.
Libertarians are winning.
Where we did make.
It's a little quiet.
Angels played the Red Sox 4-0. Mike Trout went deep, and the Mariners lifted the A's 3-2. I'm Marco Belletti.
Hey, it's DA. Be sure to listen to CBS. Ask Alexa to play.
I think that was 1700.
Train like an athlete. Win like a champion. 101.3 and 1700. The champ. Real sports talk.
The champ. Sweet. It is 1700. They said it. Sweet. KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa. Cool. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and turn this off and do final thoughts on the SC-1082. Is it worth $27? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. The person who bought this told me he got it from Menards, and they had it for like $21. So if your Menards in town has it, go check it out. If you want it for $20 or $21, maybe that'd be the way to go. Otherwise, if you don't want to go traveling around, got links below. I said $27. The cheapest I could find it on Amazon, maybe on eBay too. If I can find on eBay cheaper, I'll put links there as well. It gets a kind of a maybe vote. It's so different. Use a lead acid battery. It doesn't have great reception, but it has decent reception. I mean, I like the shortwave tonight. That was nice. AM band was nice tonight. FM, it's I guess, I'm more of an AM shortwave kind of guy too. So, whatever you think, up to you to decide. I give it a maybe recommendation. So there you go. It's not for all people, but it's for some. Some might like it. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like if you did. 2 if you like SuperSonic radios. Definitely hit subscribe to the bell icon. I think this is like my second one. Was it the 1080 BT that I did? Yeah. And then, of course, 3, comment below what you think about the SuperSonic brand. Do you like it? Do you like this particular model? Is there another one that I haven't reviewed yet you'd like me to check out? Let me know. Alright, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.